Line 1, for phone. Please stand clear of doors.
Hey everyone, it is Sunday, March 28th. The time is 1:58 p.m. and the temperature outside is 6 degrees and it's raining lightly. I'm here at Queen Station in downtown Toronto. And I'm about to head on up to Yonge Street. There's a look south down Yonge, and a look to the north, and it's the Singing Man. I guess I really shouldn't be too surprised to see him. And it's a gloomy, rainy day, and I didn't really have any plans. But I heard there's a protest going on at Nathan Phillips Square starting at 2 p.m. So I thought I'd head over there and see what a protest in the gray zone is like. And then I'll just wander around a bit. Don't really have any plans or set routes in mind. If I sound a bit muffled, I am leaving my mask on, just because I suspect I'll be encountering a large group of people. So this is Queen Street West. So I'll be turning right and heading west over to Nathan Phillips Square and City Hall. It's been a while since I've recorded a walk in the rain. And you might recall from the last few that I tried, my umbrella had kept blowing inside out. But I'm pleased to say I got this new supposedly windproof rappel umbrella. So hopefully the days of my umbrella blowing inside and out are inside and out. Inside out are a thing of the past. And here's the Eaton Center on the right. That's the southern Queen Street entrance. And across the street is Saks Fifth Avenue and Hudson's Bay. There's a 501 bus, which has replaced the streetcars. Although you will see some streetcars going as far as McCall. And that's the Eaton Center, and that is Old City Hall. So normally there's protests downtown on Saturdays, and I've been past those a number of times in my videos, but technically we're in the gray zone, so the province is still requesting that people stay at home. even though they've started to open everything up. And from what I read, this is an anti-Asian racism protest. I certainly support any anti-racism or discrimination message. I really think there ought to be zero tolerance towards judging people based on their race or their gender or sexuality or anything like that. So ultimately, it is a message I strongly support. There's a look south down Bay Street, although this is not a political channel in that sense, so we're really just here as an observer. And I think this stems from an uptick in racist hate messages and things like slurs being uttered to people in public. I suspect a lot of that is coming from those who are mentally ill or unhinged. I've certainly witnessed a fair bit over the years of that sort of thing in the city. So I think the problem might stem greater than just simply educating the masses. I think most people are generally quite good and know to keep their negative opinions like that to themselves in public. And this is all anecdotal. And there's the gathering. I'm curious to see if there's a police presence here. As I know, throughout the anti-lockdown protests, there's usually a fairly heavy police presence. Oh, they're sanitizing people as they make their way into the protest area. Sorry. Thank you. So there seems to be some performing arts going on right now. And the sign at the stage says United Against Anti-Asian Racism. No excuses for violence. So there's a pretty good, mostly distanced turnout here.
Thank you so much to Raw for that performance. So Raw are the Raging Asian Women Taiko drummers. They're one of the few all-Asian, all-women Taiko drummers in the world. Formed in 1998, they carry on the diasporic Taiko tradition that grew out of Asian American and Asian Canadian mobilization in the 60s and 70s. Raw plays large Taiko drums as a way of resistance for social change, carving space for self-expression.
There's a look at New City Hall.
And I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Helena, and I'm one of your MCs for today. And I've been in environmental advocacy for over 10 years. I also grew up in a Vietnamese Chinese nail salon, which is why I'm here today to represent. Hi everyone, my name is Sheila. I'm one of the MCs organizing of today, and I'm proud second generation Chinese Canadian. Hello everyone, my name is Catherine Zhu. I'm also one of your MCs for today.
Oh, there's the police.
I'm standing here as a proud first generation Chinese Canadian.
And the CBC is here.
I'd like to welcome you all to
So I'd say this is a good sized turnout. They're asking everyone to wear a mask and keep their distance and sanitize their hands. Pretty standard protocol these days.
We would like to acknowledge that we're gathering our historic and our products and our shopping and nationality, and most consistently with the South of the world. We also want to take a moment to salute many individuals and appreciate the very contribution of the
That's an awesome umbrella. Look at that thing.
standing out against the centuries of oppression that their nations have endured.
I can't really hear what is coming out of the speaker, so I doubt my microphone is picking that up all too clearly. So if you're wondering why I'm talking right now, oh, there's Omni News, it looks like. Can't really get a higher look. Maybe I'll just walk around to the other side of Nathan Phillips Square, and then I'll continue on moseying about. There's the eternal flame. If you're interested in the contents of this protest, I'm sure there's some people that have recorded the whole thing and posted it on YouTube. And if you're wondering why I'm not doing that, this is more of an exploration channel. So it's not that I'm being unsympathetic towards the protest, it's just, it's not really what we do here. But I definitely wanted to check it out and see what the atmosphere was like. And it looks like there's a good strong turnout. There's someone's Halloween costume. And it seems as if the rain has let up. If you're wondering if the public facilities are open, they are. The Toronto sign. Kind of wondering if I could get a better view by standing up on this thing. Maybe they're intentionally keeping people off of it. If I had one critique, it would be that that microphone is not nearly loud enough. I could not have been the only one struggling to hear what they're saying. wondering if these are Falun Gong practitioners. And there's a hot dog truck. I ate there recording a live stream on Friday night. There you can see some of the news trucks. So that'll be that for the protest part of this video. So if that's what you tuned in for, thank you very much for watching. I'm just going to maybe loop up around to Dundas Square. There's a look down towards the financial district. And when I get home after this, I'm going to plan some walks out away from the downtown core for the rest of the week. Maybe I can get out and cover some new areas, at least for 2 or 3 videos. I am still putting up a video every morning, which can be quite challenging. And I think you'll be watching this on a Tuesday, and today is Sunday, so that puts me 1 day ahead of schedule. I'd like to push a few more days ahead. Well, even let me take a day off every now and then. It's raining just light enough that I'm going to keep my umbrella up here. That way it'll keep the lens nice and clear. So here's University Avenue. There's the Canada Life building, and the weather vane, or the weather beacon, is moving upwards. So I think that means the temperature is rising, and when it's moving downwards, it's getting cooler. There's a look at Osgoode Hall. So if you do have any suggestions or recommendations for neighborhoods in Toronto you'd like to see covered that I haven't yet done, you can leave your thoughts and comments. I do read all the comments that are left. And I do have some Patreon member walk requests to get to, including one to the islands. So I'm kind of waiting for a nice day to take the ferry over there. And perhaps I'll record the ferry trip, as well as a walk or bike ride around the islands. I'm not really sure yet. All right, I think the rain has completely stopped. Nope. As soon as I pulled the umbrella down, my hand got hit with rain. So you could go in through there to Nathan Phillips Square, where the protest is going on. Place Pillars of Justice. So this is An Ontario courthouse. I'll just be heading up to Dundas and then through the Little Tokyo area. I don't think any of those restaurants have sidewalk patios set up. And if they did, they better be covered. I don't think they'll have much in the way of customers today. Although I've covered that area quite a bit. Let's just wander along Armoury Street here. And there's the back of New City Hall, built in the 60s. This whole area used to be the original Chinatown until the land was expropriated and the business owners shifted to the west at Spadina and Dundas. All right, let's go north. I'm just making it up as I go. So this is, I didn't see a sign, but I'm quite sure it's Center Avenue. I think that's a government office going in there. And it's the home of the Textile Museum of Canada. I didn't even know of this. The quote on that sign says, "The most wonderful museum ever." Textilemuseum.ca. I shall have to check that out sometime. Oh, there's the entrance. So it's in this older building here. So they will probably be amongst the last who are able to open. There was a link that went out for getting on a waiting list for the vaccine for people that are 16 and over. Apparently, not everyone who's over 70 has been signing up, so there's a number of excess vaccines right now. And the clinics that'll be offering them are in East Toronto. And it said you just have to be over 16 and be able to physically get to one of those clinics on 30 minutes notice. So this is Dundas Street West. I'm currently walking east along the south side. This would be the Little Tokyo neighborhood. Much like Little Jamaica and Little Manila, Little Tokyo is not an official designation, although those neighborhoods have a much richer history than this one in terms of where they get their namesake from. This is just something that the locals have sort of deemed it in recent years. That guy had a box of bubbly water. Or is it bubbly? So this here is Elizabeth Street. And there's City Hall, so I'm kind of just going in a big circle here. Maybe I'll just head down to the same subway entrance where I started. We'll take this thing full circle. This is Bay Street and the Eaton Center on the right. And if I had some shopping to do, you can now go in there, but I don't. All right, I'm not gonna push my luck here. You can see the towers of the financial district kind of disappearing into the clouds. All right, I'm gonna try to go sans umbrella. There's Crappy Tire. And the Atrium on Bay. I think this particular stretch of Dundas might just be the most recorded on this channel. Oh, it looks like the Best Buy waiting queue extends all the way out here. There's Joey. It looks like they have some of those heat lamps that look like sound bars, kind of. The restaurant I went to last night had some of those. I sat next to this rather elaborate looking heat lamp that seemed to be more for show than actually doing anything. Usually on a weekend afternoon like this, there would be preachers out on this corner, but maybe the fact that they don't want their electrical equipment to be subjected to the rain has kept them at bay. So it's good old familiar Dundas Square. Even with the mall open, there's hardly anyone here. I'm guessing the rain kept a lot of people at bay today. I don't see where Singing Man has set up shop. Normally he's kind of pacing around this area where we saw him earlier. So just up ahead here will be where I first emerged onto Yonge Street to start recording this video. Tim Hortons is closed up. So here is Shooter. Whoa, why is that truck turning while I am still crossing? If he got rear-ended by another big truck, that would have been the end of me. I think you're supposed to stay clear of the intersection. Okay, and it's back to Queen Station, and I still have my mask on. There's just someone climbing out of the stairs now. I'm gonna give them a second to get out. for Vaughan, so that should be the other side. Sweet. Not my train. All right, we have arrived at our destination. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Thanks again to the Patreon and channel members for their ongoing support. And the next train's not coming for 2 minutes. I'm just gonna put my umbrella away. So thanks again, and I will catch you on the next one.